Pullman. Lori looks like she's in really good shape. The first thing I noticed on Lori is her abdominals, Steve.
Her abdominals are definitely her strong point, but I'd like to see her a little bit bigger, Tommy. 5'1", 115 pounds. I think that height's under-exaggerated. She looks a little taller to me. And at that height, I think she needs to be a little fuller, Tommy, just to bring out all that muscle.
Well, Lori had to overcome a lot and show a lot of self-confidence simply to develop to the level she's at. Let's hear.
I joined the track team and I was very competitive, and when I joined my first gym I was very strong and I started seeing results very quickly, and I didn't get a lot of women they thought it was disgusting.
Bodybuilding will definitely make you comfortable with yourself. Our next competitor comes from my old stomping ground, Merrick, Long Island. She's Kim Levine, weighed in today at 103 pounds at only 5'2". Steve, what do you think?
Kim is definitely in great shape. You can see she is well conditioned and paid a lot of attention to the details you and I like. Look at her tan. She's well groomed. She looks great. Everything is put together well. At 41 years old, she looks fantastic.
41 years old. That is a testimonial that anyone could do it if they put their mind to it. And our next competitor in the women's lightweight division is 32-year-old Vicky Alicia. Vicky weighed in today at 115 pounds at only 4'11". She's got a lot of muscle, but it looks like she may be lacking in the shape department a little bit.
Well, the shape definitely is lacking. She's a little blocky. You can see she's a little soft in the glutes and the hamstrings, but she could be thick, Tommy. Right here, her shoulders, she just needs to be broad, like bring out those delts to give her more symmetry.
The audience loves New York bodybuilding, one of the best bodybuilding states in the country. And our women's lightweights finalists take the stage for the last time so the judges can have a final look.
And right now, being given her trophy by Kimberly Roberts, one of our national fitness people, is Lori Kim Pullman, our first place winner. And in fourth place, we have Gwen Hansen, Vicky Noriega, Alicia in third, second, Kim Levine.
Well, Lori Pullman certainly deserves this weight class. She's got the full package. She may not have been the hardest woman on stage, but she's got the complete balance that the judges and the audience and bodybuilding fans are looking for.
But you and I agree, Tommy. Kim Levine was definitely a close second.
No question. With our first competitor, 25-year-old Dana Copabianco.
She has a lot of potential, Tommy. She can definitely go up to the national level. Look at that structure. She has good back, good shoulders, good thickness. She has what it takes, but she's getting there. You know, at this level, she needs to bring up her legs, her glutes, but she definitely has what it takes to go national.
You're right. The shape, the V shape is what we look for first. A narrow waist, wide shoulders. She's got a nice presentation as well. She looks like she's got a good deal of experience in the bodybuilding competition world. Our next competitor would like to put a stop to our first one. Lisa Spina, 5'6", 132 pounds, is a little bit on the soft side, but again, look at that structure. The arms and shoulders are the first things that stand out to me.
Well, Lisa, I think, needs to move up to be a heavyweight, because you're right, Tommy. She needs to put on a little bit more muscle. She needs to be a little harder. And by doing all of that, she would be a heavyweight, and a very good heavyweight.
No question about it. She could move up into that heavyweight division with ease. She's got the structure, and she travels from coast to coast. She was second place in the Los Angeles Bodybuilding Championships and third in the Metropolitan just last year. Let's see how she does here at the Atlantic States today. Bonnie Heyman, 40 years old, is our next competitor. Bonnie weighed in today at 132 pounds at 5'4". She's got a lot of muscle and a lot of experience.
Definitely a lot of experience. She's been on national stages, local stages. She has done very well all around. Bonnie puts a lot of time into bodybuilding.
She is consumed by a lot of the bodybuilding effort, but she also is very, very realistic about the future of it.
I think this sport, it's getting so advanced, and the people that are coming into the sport are just getting better and better, and it just takes further hard work.
And here we have the top 5 finalists in the middleweight category. Valerie Pert, Marisa Michi, Bonnie Heyman, Lisa Spina, and Dana Copabianco.
And there it is in second place was Lisa Spina. Dana Copabianco wins the middleweight division. That was a bit of a surprise to me, Steve. Lisa looked like she was a little harder. We did see the potential here in Dana, but I thought she had to get a little harder. But the judges saw something different than we did.
Dana definitely looks good. She should be a very good candidate for the overall. But if you had asked me a couple of minutes ago, Tommy, Lisa would have been my choice.
Well, Lisa was a very close second place, but Dana Copabianco wins the women's middleweight division at this year's Atlantic States Bodybuilding Championship. And Steve, I agree. I think she's going to be a very good candidate and tough to beat for the overall. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more in the women's heavyweights division right after this. stage at the Tribeca Performing Arts Center for the 95 Metric NPC Atlantic States Bodybuilding Championships. Things have been heating up here at the Tribeca Auditorium, and the women's heavyweights are about to bring the house down. We just saw the full lineup, and we're going to move into our first competitor to take the stage. Teresa O'Brien, 25 years old, weighed in today at 141 pounds at only 5'5", and you can see this gal is packing a lot of muscle, Steve.
She definitely is. She's coming off a 5th place finish at the Junior Nationals. She won the Bev Francis heavyweight last year. Teresa looks great. You can see she's a national competitor, but she wasn't this hard at the juniors, Tommy. I saw her there. This is what she needs to do. Get in better condition, and this girl could go very far.
You know, you look at her here, and for the untrained eye, you say, my God, how could she be in better shape than this? The muscle, the separation, she's lean, but the judges are very discerning, and the bodybuilding fans are as well, and they expect a lot from their champions.
Especially when you have this much genetics, because when you have that much genetics, they want all of it out of you.
Well, our next competitor has the conditioning I think you're talking about, Steve. She's got the hardness and the vascularity. Chris Gillett, at 38 years old, has a lot of experience as well, but what she doesn't have is the amount of muscle that Teresa was carrying.
Well, that's just it. She's in great condition. And Chris is training, and probably one of the favorites to win the Masters Nationals. She looks fantastic. She's trained by Bev, and she knows with that structure, she has to be in great condition because her genetics aren't going to carry her.
38 years old, unbelievably conditioned. And our next competitor, our final finalist in the women's heavyweight division, is Kimberly Thompson. Kimberly is 5'7", weighed in at a massive 148 pounds. And did you see the abdominals on this woman?
Well, Kimberly edged out Teresa at the Junior Nationals. Why? Because Teresa wasn't in as good a condition as she is today. Kimberly looks great here. Her husband, Bruce Thompson, is a bodybuilder and trains her. They're dedicated to the sport, and you can see she is making great improvements since I've seen her over the years.
Well, she definitely looks fabulous today, but it's going to be tough to edge out Teresa again today. I don't know if that's going to happen. We certainly can't overlook Chris as well, because Chris is in fabulous shape here, and it's going to be up to the judges. But this is one tough heavyweight class. The audience loves the heavyweight competitors, male or female. And our finalists once again take the stage for a final look at by the judges.
And we have Janet Dalton, Kim Lewis, Kimberly Thompson, Chris Gillett, and Teresa O'Brien.
And there she is. This is the gal I've chosen for this title. We'll see if the judges agree. Teresa O'Brien. And there it is. Teresa O'Brien did capture the heavyweight division.
And in third, it's Kimberly Thompson. And in second, it's Chris Gillett.
Fantastic job by these women. Unbelievable conditioning. Coming up is the men's bantamweight division. But let's take a wait.
Lori Kim Pullman.
Well, this is a competition. As I said earlier, all these women are champions. They've won their respective weight classes. And here it is. This is going to be a tough decision for the judges.
Well, I really don't think it's going to be that tough. I think Teresa O'Brien's going to walk with this.
And there's Gregory Hines along with Jim Mannion. Gregory's a big bodybuilding fan and an avid trainer himself. And there he is, always anxious to give out the trophy to the women's bodybuilders, Gregory Hines. And there it is, our champion, the overall Atlantic States bodybuilding champion, our heavyweight winner, Teresa O'Brien. What an honor to be handed her first place trophy by NPC President Jim Mannion and Gregory Hines. Coming up next, the men's bantamweight division.